How the medical system is used to cause harm and death. Surveillance played a key role in these crimes. All the deaths and crimes are linked to the surveillance. TK is a police informant and a drug dealer. TK bought the apartment building we were living in. This is where the police surveillance started on us. Internet find. TK is from Yugoslavia. His profession was linked to espionage and surveillance.
We moved from TK building to another place, then a year later we moved to Rockford. We found out that the Rockford police chief was waiting for us. This is only possible because we were under surveillance in Chicago.
Chicago police surveillance. Based on false information provided by TK the informant to get pay.
2019 was the year after TK was arrested. The driver of the blue truck is the police chief who was fired from Rockford in 1995. His firing was related a story about Officer Ronaldo and Sheriff Gasparini deer hunting story. He now work about 80 miles away from Rockford. Information from the surveillance team tell him that we are returning home.
Complaint to the Justice Department. The police chief and the Justice Department person show up at my house, after having dinner together. To make this short, the Department of Justice said that TK the drug dealer is a good person and we were making problems for him. TK plead guilty to drug trafficking and was sentenced to 10 years in prison. Surveillance team work with the drug dealer to provide information about every place we go to. Then they interfere medical care, food store, blood tests, medical billing, insurances on the job, etc.
Testing. They have to control all testing results and make changes to it to fit their plans.
Interference with doctor visit. My wife went to her doctor for pain, no examination, no weight or blood pressure taken. Doctor refused her service. She went to Crusader Clinic. They find infection and treated her. December 16, 2019. The specialist doctor said that she could not see my wife anymore, followed by phone message from suspect. Goodbye.
Goodbye. End of message.
Listening on our phone. My wife called her doctor office about a female problem, followed by an email. Stop faking it.
Transplant?
We suspected that these same people that sent that emails and interfered with my medical care caused me to have a transplant.
Transplant. I went to the doctor for pain. The pain was so much I had to stop working. I asked for a doctor excuse for my job. Doctor wrote patient requested medical time off. Doctor treated the virus some time ago. Same clinic, GI department. There is a medication that could have prevented a transplant. I did not get that medication. I was left in pain. When the primary care doctor gave me a referral to see the GI doctor, I was already dying. GI doctor admitted me to the hospital to die. After the transplant, I was seeing a primary care in Rockford and needed a referral to go to the transplant clinic for a follow-up. The nurse refused me. Sometime later I get this email to a Facebook page. This person has a similar name to the nurse that refused to give me the referral to the transplant clinic. 2024. I asked for a referral to UIC Hospital Clinic. I get a referral to Loyola Medical Center. 2025. I asked for a referral to UIC. I got a referral that say patient requested. Blood test results. No blood drawn from me. Where did the infected blood come from? We suspected the jail. I asked Illinois Bar Association for an attorney referral. They refused us because they said that we are incarcerated. Jail connection. We complained, then this police van show up at the food store. Small print on the side of van read prisoner transport. Another jail connection. This is a fraudulent claim made to my wife Medicare account. Order by a person named Lee from the medical staff at the jail.
Express Healthcare Inc. is in Alabama. Emails from Georgia. Emails from Florida. One of the suspect daughter go to school in South Carolina. They collected money from the secondary insurance.
I asked for no cholesterol testing. A few days later I get a text to go and do a cholesterol test. First email, second phone call on leg swelling. Suspect sign me up with various name Pete NR Pete Webb etc. Now my name changed to Pete in my medical file. I went to this clinic for over 30 years. I cannot get into my account. The last time I received an email was in May 23, 2025. I saw a payment for Global Care Servicing Chicago for a blood test, date of service July 18, 2025. I did not do a blood drawn for these blood tests. There is no blood drawn charges on the bill. My medical file do not have these results. This involved the same suspect. My wife got sick after eating her lunch on the job. She went to the clinic and was given the wrong medication. The medication has penicillin in it, allergy to penicillin clearly written in her medical chart. Emails from suspect January 7, 2016. Really phone call lead a deacon. My wife worked at a Catholic hospital. When a patient requested a prayer, my wife called the deacon on duty. January 11, 2016. The doctor admitted my wife to the hospital. January 13, 2016. Email worth it, worth the money. Suspect get paid to do the crime. Doctor, change my medication. New medication causes pain, head, liver, and other parts of my body. Because of the liver pain, my PCP office told me to go and see the transplant doctor. Transplant doctor sent me back to the primary care. Same suspect that is involved in our medical is involved in my brother-in-law death. My brother-in-law died on January 16, 2020, followed by suspect taunting phone calls. Part of my phone records show January 17, 2020, a continuous number of phone calls. How did this suspect know? He died in New York. I lived in Rockford, Illinois. Taunting from suspect, AOC represent part Bronx, New York. My brother-in-law live in Bronx, New York. This is another email from suspect. My brother-in-law work in Manhattan, New York as a doorman. When he did not return home, his family called the New York police. They found him dead away from his position. How did the informant know that my brother-in-law died? TK is a Muslim. My brother-in-law died January 2020. I got this letter with an advertisement October of 2020. Local news. Gasparini of Winnebago County Sheriff Office died October 2020. Mail from zip code 95813 is Sacramento, California. Compared to my brother-in-law death, there are some similarity. These crimes are the work of the same suspects. The email read, worth it. That was when my wife gets sick from the poisoning and end up in the hospital. How much did they get for a person death? We did complain, and these are some of the results. They investigate and find nothing. Complaint to the state representative answered. I heard a different story. Crazy complaint to Kurt Wissenand, Internal Affairs. Sometime later I saw a story in Rockford. A Register star read, Kurt is retiring. Kurt went to work for the sheriff office. It is drug money that make these crimes possible.